Yeah, they're in layers.
What about you carry one in your
No, I'm not carrying any rocks, bud. So it's day one of the general spring turkey season here in Utah. And I'm out here with my son, Archer. Can you say hi, bud? Hey, you. Can you say hi real loud?
Hi, yeah.
What are we hunting this time?
Turkey.
What are we hunting?
Turkey.
So we're on this main trail right now. We got a little bit of a late start and it's hot, so I don't know what the actual odds of us seeing a turkey today are. We have all this weekend and we have 3 or 4 more weekends. The general season here in Utah runs basically the entire month of May from the 4th to the 31st. It's any bearded turkey, so we're just gonna see what happens. Never actually hunted turkey before. This is my very first time hunting turkey. I've been a big game hunter my whole life. And I'm just looking for ways to get out, spend more time out here, spend more time hunting, and I'm coming! And spend more time with Archer, who's clearly ready to get the hunt started. So we're about 1 mile in, and we hit a fort where we're gonna turn and go up this other canyon. Kind of as to be expected, didn't see any sign, didn't hear anything, didn't see any turkeys. There's a lot of hikers and bikers. I ran into a couple of other people that are up here turkey hunting as well, that were doing some fishing in this creek that Archer's playing in right now. It's about noon. It's just getting hotter and hotter. I thought maybe dropping into these little river bottoms up here might cool it down a little bit, but at this point I'm not sure. So we're just kind of out for a nature walk, seeing what we can see. I got 2 miles left, and I've only had to carry Archer for about a quarter mile of it. He's been pretty strong, sticking with me, as long as I just keep taking some breaks, you know, and kind of doing what I need to do to make sure that he's having as much fun as I am, to keep that thing going, keep the tradition going, make sure that, you know, he doesn't lose interest in hunting and lose interest in coming out here doing these things if I just, you know, make it a slog fest and force him to keep hiking all these mountains. And, you know, just the goal of it is to just get everyone out here, have fun, have a good time, push the tradition down, you know, spend time with my son out here in nature. And if I see a turkey and I'm able to take it, even better. So we made it, I'd say, a quarter mile from that fork, and Archer here got tired, so now I get to carry him.
Good.
Good?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
Yeah, there's the bridge.
There was a bridge?
Yeah.
But I don't mind.
And there is a creek.
Oh, and a creek?
Yeah.
What else is there?
Rocks.
Some rocks?
And there's logs. Like that.
Ah, big log. But yeah, I don't mind. I got a mile and a half left until we get back to the truck. But so it might turn into a little bit more of a tiring hike than I thought it was gonna be. But that's all right, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
We still looking for turkeys?
Yes.
Do you see any?
No.
Okay. We're gonna keep looking?
Yeah.
Which way should we go?
Okay.
That way! So another stop here along the way. Really couldn't ask for a more beautiful day. I mean, it's not punishing hot. You have the sound of this little creek here to kind of accompany me along the way. Still no turkeys, but Archer's really enjoying the chance to kind of play in the water every time. We're stopping, I'd say about every 100 yards to play in the creek for a little bit. And it's giving him a break, giving him something to do, have fun. And it's giving me a break from having to carry him on this back mile. And we're gonna start working our way up and around this bend and back to it, and see if we can't see anything on the way back. If not, we're gonna load up and I'll hit it again at a new spot tomorrow morning. So we're coming up on the last probably 3/4 mile of the hike, but this is the worst part because it's basically one giant switchback out of the bottom of this canyon and back to the trailhead. And as you can see, my load has not gotten any lighter. So we made it up to the top of the hill finally after going through all those switchbacks, and I'm stopping up here to glass some of these open meadows here. I've never hunted turkeys before. This is my first time, but through my extensive months of research beforehand, I was told that some of these places like this, the toms like to come out and kind of strut their stuff. And yes, I know it's really hot right now, and it's kind of midday, so they're probably in their roost. So at this point, what I'm doing is, now that I've found these meadows, I'm marking them on my Onyx, and I'm looking into the trees and everything kind of around it, looking on these points where maybe I could see them in their roost from here looking across this canyon. I haven't noticed anything yet, but I'm going to keep looking. It does look like a decent spot. It's kind of tucked away. I don't see a way that people, like hikers, you'd have to get in there pretty intentionally, but it looks like it could be a decent spot. I'm going to sit here for a little bit this afternoon and kind of pick it apart and see if I can't turn up any birds. Day 2 out here at our spring general turkey season here in Utah, and we brought out the side-by-side this time. We're going to run some of these roads. I'm in an area I've never been before, so I'm going to learn it from the main pathways and the main access points outward. So we'll start with a lot of the main roads, dirt roads, maybe some of the 2-tracker breakoffs, and then from there maybe do some hikes on foot, see what we can see. You know, the weather's kind of cooled off a little bit from last weekend. There's a nice light breeze rolling through. Haven't seen as many people up here as I did at the last spot, so we'll see. Might stop and do some fishing. I brought everything to maybe catch some trout in some of these creeks and everything. I got Archer here with me. You want to say hi?
Hi.
What are we doing today?
Turkey.
Are we going to see any turkeys?
We'll see.
We'll see. Good job. Knuckles? All right, buddy, let's do this.
Yeah. A yellow.
Stay behind me. Hey, look. There's 2 turkeys right there. This river bottom right now, and coming up out of the water, I seen 2 jakes. They're about 100 yards in front of me. I lost them around this bend. I'm trying to bring them closer, see if I can get a shot off, because there's a creek in front of me that's a little too deep for me to cross right now without making too much noise. So, not entirely sure if it was because they saw us, heard us, or maybe even smelled us, but I got about, I'd say 60 yards, which is like right on the edge of where I'm comfortable firing this shotgun. And the Jake pair came out from behind this like sagebrush and started coming towards me. And right when I was getting ready to kind of get my shotgun up, get everything ready to go, they just turned around and didn't run super fast, but kind of like at a fast walk, went back into the sagebrush. Archer and I crossed the creek and saw where they were. Like I could see the fresh prints in the mud and everything. There's a lot of droppings in that area, so it looks like somebody frequents it. But yeah, no dice. First stock on a turkey ever, so I got with right at the edge of shooting distance of 2 jakes, so I'm proud of that. What do you think, bud?
Yes.
Did we get close?
No.
No, what do you mean no? Back to the side-by-side. Carrying an Archer like this without a pack is a lot easier. So as long as I just keep finding turkeys from roads that I can take my side-by-side to, this might be an easy hike. Hold on, buddy. We're approaching that late afternoon, early evening, came upon this little spot on the creek here. I've already caught 2 fish out of it. So Archer's behind the camera, kind of playing in the shallow bit, and I'm over here just catching and releasing as many brookies as I can.
Hey, where can my backpack go?
You can put the backpack somewhere safe. Dang it, Dad got his shirt with the hook.
Huh?
I got my shirt with the fishing hook. So it's late morning here on day 3, and we're in the northern part of where I had my deer tag last year. I was going to go back to the same spot I was chasing those turkeys at yesterday, but somebody put their camp right smack in the middle of the field where those turkeys were kind of coming out. So I figured they're not going to be out there this morning. There's no point in wasting the drive up there. So we drove a different direction this time. We're in a spot that I didn't actually come into with my deer tag. So we're kind of doing a little bit of both, of scouting for, this year's deer season, as well as hunting for some turkeys that are, supposedly there's some running around some of these river bottoms and stuff up here. So we'll see. We're getting ready to unload the side-by-side right now. And as I'm doing that, I'm looking around the truck and I realize that I forgot my boots at home. So today we are hunting in my tactical Crocs here. And, we're going to see. I mean, it's going to limit my ability to walk, which I think Archer's going to thank me for. But we're going to take the side-by-side around, see what we can see, and hopefully turn up some turkeys and maybe as a byproduct, maybe find some deer for later this year.
The creek is clean.
Is it pretty?
Yeah. It's pretty with grass under there. Is there fish under here?
There are fish over there, yes. One just bit. I didn't hook it, but I got a bite. There's fish right over there.
Not in. Come on, Daddy. That's it. Still.
We're working these roads and then just kind of pulling off where there's spots where I feel like I have the best acoustics because I want a captive audience when I'm doing this. So I'm finding these spots where the calls can project really far. It's about 1:30 right now, so they're more than likely in a roost somewhere. But I'm hoping we can get lucky and have a gobble or hear some hens or something. Because we can't get anything sitting back at camp, so might as well work the roads and see if we can get anything to pipe off. Still nothing. It's about 3 o'clock now. We passed another guy who was up here doing some bear hunting and said that there was just, as he put it, an absolute pig running around up here where we are. Seen a moose. And some turkey tracks, so that's something, but I still haven't seen any actual turkeys or anything, heard anything, so we're going to keep heading up this trail and see what happens. The guy did give us a good tip and said that the turkeys around here really like to stay near these creeks and these riverbeds and where the water is. And again, I've never hunted turkeys before, so I'm kind of learning as I go. And I mean, I don't even know if I'm using these things right. It sounds like it does when I watch it on TV-ish.
But I'm just trying to get as much knowledge out of the people, the locals and stuff around here as I can. Anybody who's actually hunting turkeys and stuff like that, just trying to pick their brain and see what happens. We still have a lot of time left to go today, and I still got like 3 weeks left in the season, so hopefully we can make it happen.
So this guy right here is a good sign that there are turkeys in the area. I have no idea what that's from. Whether that's tail, wing, I have no idea. I just know that's a turkey feather right there. So we're in the right area. We're gonna keep working this until it gets a little darker, and hopefully luck is on our side and we can pull a bird out of this canyon. So I'm trying something new this morning. Archer's not with me right now, and I'm swapping kind of how I'm hunting. So instead of doing afternoons into evenings with him, he's staying home, and I'm going to try a morning where I hunt the morning and go back in the afternoon. This canyon is a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. My fingertips are numb. We've had some hot weather here recently, so wasn't expecting that, but hopefully that means it'll get these birds going. There were 4 other trucks at the trailhead, and I'm not quite sure where they are. There's boot tracks and horse tracks all over. This looks like a popular recreation spot, so I'm going to work with what I got here. I've been told that there are turkeys in this area. You just got to kind of hike back in a little bit to find them. So I'm going to keep going until I hit the top of this canyon, and then I'm going to turn around and hike my way back out, maybe get up on the side and hike the rim on the way back out so I can glass, but we'll see what happens. Haven't seen any sign or track or anything yet. I just kind of started. I'm about a half mile away from the trailhead, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm about a mile back in here so far, and I haven't seen a bird, heard a bird, seen any sign. So I'm going to keep going back. And I learned early on in my hunting career that if you reasonably believe game to be between where you're parking or where you're starting your hunt and where your destination is or where you intend to hunt, that you should at least give it one morning to hunt that. I don't know how many times I've seen people who hike steep and deep back there 5-6 miles and they miss the deer, the elk, or whatever that is only a mile off the trailhead instead. So this is one of those areas where I started my hunt at legal shooting light at the trailhead because I wanted to see what it looked like going in. I've never been here. I've never hunted turkeys before, so I figured might as well at least see what it looks like. I haven't seen or heard a bird yet. I haven't seen any signs, so what that tells me is that next time I come out here, I can start my hunt a little deeper and a little deeper each time that I kind of rule these areas out, knowing that, you know, maybe I'll hit them on the way back or something like that, but I at least don't need to start my hunt at the trailhead. But I never would have known that if I just hiked through it in the dark, because there could have been pockets of turkeys or pockets of deer, elk, whatever you're hunting, that you'll walk right by in the dark because you just dismiss it. And I learned, through hunting some of this kind of front country or middle country, as I like to call it, that's not way in the back, that you'd be surprised how many deer, elk, and I'm hoping turkeys will kind of hold up in between where the road hunters and like those half-mile front country people hunt and the 3, 4, 5, 6 miles deep that the backcountry hunters hunt. That middle zone right there, I don't know how many deer and elk I've seen in that area, and I'm kind of hoping this is the same with turkeys. Is I'm past where like the road would be, but I'm not quite as deep as where I think some of the people in the backcountry, these trailheads, kind of hiked back into. So we'll see if it holds true to turkey like it does deer and elk, and I'm going to keep calling about every 300 yards with a little box call here, and we're going to see what happens. I've hit the 2 mile mark, and I haven't seen or heard any birds, but I'm seeing more like other game. Like I've started seeing rabbits and some deer and some game birds and stuff like that. So like upland game birds. So we'll see. Maybe this is that magic zone where I'm going to bump into something or what. I'm not going to be too picky. I've never hunted turkey before, so any bearded turkey is what I'll take. And hopefully we can get it done. All it does is take one. I don't need to find 50 turkeys. I just got to find one to put my tag on. I just popped over on the other side of the bank, kind of going up into these clearings. Let out some yelps, and I got a gobble. So I'm gonna go get set up and see if I can't bring him in. So I sat there for 20 to 25 minutes, and eventually the gobbles stopped. I'm not sure where he went, but I know he worked away from me. The good news is it sounds like he's heading back towards my truck. So I'm going to kind of go around this pocket of trees and see if I can't work through some of this thick stuff on the way back. I'm going to work nice and slow, kind of calling frequently. And I'm going to see if I can get him to gobble on again and see if I can get this bird to come in. heard some hens cluck or yelp or whatever it's called. But I just heard some hens off to my right over here. I haven't heard that gobble again. But I think they're still in this area. Well, I'd say I chased that bird for probably 45 minutes or so, maybe even an hour. Never did get on him. I kept following the gobble sounds and the hen yelp, cluck, whatever. Again, never done this before. But I followed them until I couldn't hear it anymore, and the terrain started getting too thick to the point where it's like if I just marched in after him, I'd spook him anyways. So I got back onto the trail that I hiked in on, and I'm going to keep following this river bottom down and see if maybe I can turn up another bird on the way back to the truck. So I'm walking a slightly different path than I did this morning, and I stumbled upon this section of the creek that I couldn't see because of this high rise you can kind of see behind me. I was on the other side this morning, and I popped up and over on the way back, and there's another little kind of stream down here, but it has some really tall kind of big branch trees in it, which I've been told is what you're looking for in a lot of these as far as roosting sites go. So I've been kind of calling into it periodically and glassing through it, and there's a lot of some like thick scrub oak at the base, so it seems like it would be good turkey habitat. So I just got back to the truck, got all the gear unloaded, and no luck on turkeys today. It's my new extendable, collapsible, whatever you want to call it, fishing pole there. We're going to hit it again tomorrow. I'm going to head home for the day. But it was beautiful hike, beautiful weather. It started getting hot towards the end there, but I mean, hearing a gobble for the first time was really exciting. I've never heard one in real life before. And to get one to gobble off, like, maybe 100 yards from me, if that, it was exciting. Definitely got my blood pumping for a good 45 minutes there. I definitely had some adrenaline. So hopefully the next time we hear it, we can connect. I've got tomorrow and next weekend, and then the season's over. So I got about 3 more days left to make it happen. So we'll see what happens, and we'll keep moving. Taking a video.
Of what?
The road.
Can I walk over to the hill?
No, please don't.
Hey, Dad, can I come and walk to the hill?
So this morning we took the side-by-side up to the top of this mountain. We're sitting at about 10,000 feet right now. As you can see behind me right here, there's still some snow. And we got Archer with me. You want to say hi, bud?
Hi.
We figured we'd mix it up a little bit. We've been hunting a lot of low stuff, so I'm trying high.
and there really isn't a whole lot of snow. So everyone kept telling me to follow the snow. The turkeys like to follow the green up, just like deer do on the way up the mountain. So we figured you can't really get any higher than the literal top of this mountain. So sitting at about 10,000 to 10,200 feet, and we're gonna grab some lunch. So I got some hot dogs and some marshmallows to roast, and on the way back down we passed by a couple of streams and ponds. Maybe we'll do some fishing later, but haven't seen any turkeys. But again, it's been raining quite a bit. So we're going to stay at this higher elevation up here and see if we can't hear some gobbles, turn up some turkey. It looks like really good turkey country. I mean, there's some tall ponderosas, there's water everywhere, there's some little grasses and stuff. Again, I've never hunted turkey, but what my internet research and what talking to people have told me is this, everything about it seems like it'd be good turkey country. So we'll see what we can see, and we'll just keep hunting around the top of this mountain.
Normal size. I can smell you, Jim. Get rid of her.
Finally found a spot to pull over. Got a little fire going, doing some hot dogs. Archer's over there. What are you playing with?
This.
What is it?
A thing for hot dogs and marshmallows.
Are you stabbing snow?
Yeah.
Did Dad throw you in the snow?
What?
Did I throw you in the snow?
Yeah. What's your,
But yeah, we're just hanging out. It's probably about 3 o'clock, so after we eat some food, we'll work our way kind of back down the mountain a little bit there and see what we can see in some of the draws. The idea is to kind of be working off the mountain as the evening time-ish, like late afternoon, early evening comes, so hopefully these birds will come out on these benches that kind of line the ridges all the way down to the bottom, and we'll see what we can see, and fingers crossed, on our way back, we can bring a turkey back to the truck with us. Yeah, I'll get you in just a second, buddy.
Hey, Daddy.
What's up, buddy?
Does raccoons eat garbage?
What?
Does raccoons eat garbage?
Do raccoons eat garbage?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. It's just a raccoon. It's just raccoon.
They're just raccoons.
Yeah. I don't know what they eat. I don't know what they eat in this. Hey, Daddy.
What's up?
I'm hungry.
Archer, listen.
Hey, Daddy.
What's up, dude?
You know what? I do hear the turkey. I do hear. Hey, Daddy.
What's up, dude? Hold on, I'll get it going in just a second. Okay, now you're recording, so let Dad stand up. All right. Okay, remember, keep the lines on the grill. Okay?
Turkey! Oh, turkey! 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 Where are you? Oop, I can see